Welcome back to Hoppe Hour. Filling in for the Don Miggs Show, I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. The weather's crazy outside. In St. Pete, it's raining really hard. So I was like, I gotta dedicate it out there, Mother Nature. This song right here, I have a very weird memory. I have a memory of like 2005, getting ready for class, and my dad just listening to it. It had to be like November 2005. I don't know if you ever have any memories that have no meaning and you just kind of sit in your head and the song makes you think of that, but that's what that reminds me of. 727-579-1025 and 1-800-771-1025. Now, I want to hear from you, Tampa. Brittany Griner is a player who plays in the WNBA. And I don't want to hear any women basketball jokes. Haha, they're better than you. And they're richer than you. But she brought a medical marijuana pen, only didn't have her card. She was thinking, I mean, it's barely legal in America. It's a felony. If you don't have your card and you get caught with a pen, yeah, it's a felony. But you go through the court process. You're going to have to go through pretrial intervention and get a lawyer. But in America, as long as it's your first offense, you're fine. But bringing a medical pen to Russia while they despise us is hilarious. You almost wonder if Brittany Griner just left her brain at home that day. If I'm in Russia, I'm behaving as much as possible. If I walk by a security guard at the airport, I'm not going to even sneeze. If I see a cop there, I won't even wave or hold the door for him. I would be on such good behavior if I'm overseas in Russia, especially with all the tension that's going on. Here is Robin Roberts from Good Morning America as she has all the info on what's going on with Brittany Griner.
WNBA star's trial in Russia is set to begin on Friday, but she's been ordered to remain in custody for the duration of the trial. TJ is here with the latest for us. Good morning, TJ.
Robert, good morning to you. We have to go back to February 17th. That was when Brittany Griner was detained in Russia. Since then, her detention has been extended now 4 times. The first time it was for 2 months, the second time a month, the third time 18 days, and this time, Robin, as you mentioned, it has been extended for 6 months. On charges of bringing in hashish oil cartridges.
And the thing is, like, on her anniversary, the government promised Brittany's wife that she would be able to call them. And then when she called the number to reach Brittany, whatever secretary it was, they didn't even pick up. So they didn't even get to talk on their wedding anniversary. And Brittany's wife seems all surprised that the government doesn't care about her. I'm like, this is how the government treats regular people. You can say what you want about Trump, but he was really good at getting people. Like, you know what I mean? Like ASAP Rocky and that. He got people when they were in trouble. I didn't like other things he did. But you better believe if Donald Trump was in office right now, Brittany Griner would not be overseas. But when you have an old president, and I'm not going to even get into Biden, but when you have an old president who looked out of his mind like a dementia patient when he fell off that bike, you're expecting that guy who is the supposed free leader of the world, who doesn't know where he is, to be able to negotiate with another country to get a player free. I mean, that's asking a lot, man. Where's Kamala or Kamala? I don't know which one of the names it is, because I know when you say the name wrong, everyone gets mad. Where's she at? I thought she was supposed to be this grand savior. I mean, I get its entitlement that Brittany thinks she should get off because she's rich and famous, but that's just what we do in America. We defend our rich and famous.
Or as Russia puts it, large-scale drug transportation. That trial for her set to begin Friday. Another setback for WNBA star Brittany Griner, now held in Russia for more than 4 months. A Russian court has extended her detention another 6 months, pending the outcome of her trial, which is set to begin Friday.
Brittany, how do you feel?
Wow, that's some really good paparazzi over there in Russia. Brittany's walking, surrounded by Russian security guards, looking miserable. Brittany, how's it going? You enjoying this?
Appearing for the first time in court Monday, the 6'9" grinder seen here unmasked and handcuffed to a prison guard, surrounded by security as she's escorted into the pretrial hearing in Moscow. Her lawyers gave a brief update about how she's doing.
It was the prolongation of the arrest, not more than that.
How does she feel?
She's fine. She's fine.
Does she?
As she could be.
How does she feel? She loves being here. I don't get the media at times. I'm not saying you have to ask hard-hitting things all the time, but it's like talking to a player that loses in like a championship game and it's like, how does it feel? Oh, it feels amazing to lose. Hi, you're on the air. Hi, you're on the air. I hear me. Hi. 2022, you would think that people would know to not have it on Bluetooth or speaker or to not have your radio up. But hi, it says it's anonymous. Who is this? Is this anonymous, the group? Riveting Radio, 727-579-1025 and 1-800-771-1025. The audience during the week gets to the point, but the audience on the weekend is a special type of just something different. It's different energy. Speaking of the audience on the weekend, what the hell ever happened to King? Has anybody in the Bone fam talked to him? Our prisoner listener from like one of our 10,000. I think he wasn't he like in Tallahassee or whatever? He was the one that was using his Snapchat and like a burner iPhone from like 2009. And then he got transferred to another prison, I believe. And I think his phone might have been taken from him. His calls were legendary because he literally had not been outside since 2003. And everybody else is outside. He's like, yeah, man, I'm just in here living life. I'm like, you go, bro. You do your thing. And King, hit us up. Hi, you're on the air. What's going on? Yeah, what's your take?
So, my first question is, I'm not sure why he was over there in the first place.
I think it was something for basketball. I don't even know why. Yeah, go on.
So that's what I figured. But regardless, today, like in today's day and age, the world's crazy. And regardless, everyone knows how Russia operates. And you're a big NBA star, whatever you want to call it. You know how Russia operates. Why would you even put anything at risk? Look at North Korea. The same thing would happen in this situation. Why would you do that?
Yeah, and then the thing too, bro, the thing that's crazy, dude, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I want to hear your take on this. She literally, at her court case, so the news clip I just played was her first appearance. In her second appearance, she was wearing a Jimi Hendrix shirt. I'm like, what are you, yeah, like you're just, are you trying to get 10 years? Like, what are you doing?
Now in Ukraine, they don't care about anything but themselves.
And I barely think they care about that. I don't think the leaders don't care about the people in Russia. You know what I mean? So I don't know why they would think some entitled basketball player can come in. And here's what's really driving me nuts, my man. What's driving me nuts is, do I think it is annoying and dumb that she's being locked up for this? Yes. But when I'm hearing like Good Morning America or ESPN say wrongfully held, I go, is it dumb? Yeah, but she did allegedly commit a crime. It's not like she didn't bring a pen. I don't know. It's dumb.
That is that country's rules. If you're going to go to that country, you need to follow that country's rules. That's the way the world works.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't get it. What are your plans for the 4th? Be safe, Bo. Be safe. All right, thanks, dude. Oh my goodness, the phone lines are blowing up. Now, I'm getting a call on the hotline, which could either be an on-air personality, or it could be findmylostphone.com, which I believe is a prisoner in Sarasota. That phone call is gone. I will get to the hotline in a second, but let's go to the 941. We're getting a lot of calls from the 941 today. The 941 is just popping. Hi. What's happening? What's your name? What's going on, Brett? Yeah. Not at all. And don't you find it ridiculous that the media is like, oh, she was wrongfully detained? I go, it sucks that she was detained, but she was not wrongfully detained. It wasn't like she brought, yeah, I agree. I agree, my man.
Bend over back.
Well, my man, any fun plans for this weekend? What is the weather like? Well, bro, I hope you have a great, safe weekend and be safe. All right. Thanks, dude. Hell yeah, homie. Thank you. Yeah, please be safe out there. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of cops out this weekend, which is completely fine. Drunk driving is so dumb. I would rather wake up in the morning 80 bucks poorer and had taken a ride share. Like, you know, when you get really drunk, like last weekend, I worked from 3 a.m. to 4 p.m. here, and then I went right to my friend's house, and then we went right to Pride because I wanted to be next to my girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to like keep her safe because of like crazy things that are happening. And I didn't drink or I didn't eat all day because I don't eat when I'm here usually because I don't want to have to go to the bathroom. It's like I find going to the bathroom repulsive. So I try to do it as little as I can. So I didn't eat all day there, and then I barely had a charcuterie board at this nightclub with all my friends. So I woke up. I was up from 3 a.m. Saturday to 3 a.m. Sunday, and we were out until 1 a.m. And man, there is that feeling when you get into an Uber, you just feel so safe. It's frightening. There's a lot of flaws with Uber, and there's a lot of flaws with Lyft and all the ride sharing apps. But there is no better feeling. There's a few feelings that are amazing in life. When you have sex with someone you love and it's not just a hookup, when you believe in Santa Claus and you get presents on Christmas. And the third amazing feeling, and this could go back to the old days of cabs, when you're really drunk and you're responsible and you're going home and you sit down and you put your seatbelt on and you sit in that cab or that Uber and you're being taken home, there is no better feeling. Another amazing feeling is when I host these shows and get calls. So let's go to the A13. Hi, you're on the air.
Hey, Ryan. Or any kind of special consideration if she has to go through their system and their court system and legal system, whatever it might be. But I also agree with you, Ryan, that I think that our current administration, both the president and the vice president, are totally worthless, and they don't do their jobs, and that they have not done anything to try and publicly make any appeal to Russia to say, hey, we would like that citizen back. We don't feel like this was a major offense, whatever it might be. So I agree with the guy that she was a fool for going into Russia with pot. But I think the current administration, the president, the vice president, they're fools too. So.
Well, real quick, I want to get your opinion on this. I knew going in. I've known that Biden's an idiot since 2009 when Obamacare was passed and he said this is the big F deal to Obama on microphone. I've always known he's an idiot. So going in, I didn't expect much from Biden. But I really expected our vice president to really pick up the slack and not, I would say, be our president. But I just never hear from her. I thought for sure it was going to be a weekend at Bernie's situation where she would help him out in that. And I'm like, where the hell is our vice president?
No, I totally agree with you, man. The current president, Biden, he is weekend at Bernie's. In real life, he's definitely not up for the job at all as far as being the leader of America and being a spokesperson for America and reaching out to other countries on behalf of America. He is not the guy. It is what it is, but unfortunately, the vice president, Kamala, she is clearly not up for the job either. She doesn't do very good at what she does. Her communication skills are extremely poor, both internationally and domestic, and that's evident. There's plenty of evidence of that online. She's supposed to be in charge of the southern border. And the southern border is like, people are coming in like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what are you doing? Oh, man. Hell yeah, bro. Thank you for the call, my man. All right. Thank you, sir. Oh, man. He says the R word. All right, real quick before I get out of here. Yes, the muting there's an offensive word, so I didn't want to play it. Cleveland is in a lot of trouble when it comes to quarterbacks.
Future of Cleveland quarterback Deshaun Watson will be hashed out today during a disciplinary hearing. Watson has agreed to settle 20 of 24 civil lawsuits for sexual misconduct, but is still facing punishment from the league. According to multiple reports, the NFL has recommended that the quarterback serve an indefinite suspension of at least 1 year, but a former federal judge acting as a disciplinary officer for the league will make the final decision.
Yeah, I don't know. I came up with a conspiracy of why the Cleveland Browns picked up Deshaun Watson. Obviously, he's a great quarterback, and obviously there's a lot of controversy that surrounds him. So people are like, why would you pick up a quarterback who can't play for a year? Well, that's the exact thing. If he gets suspended for a year, you get him in 2023, and then you ride it out with Baker Mayfield for a year, who's going to be disgruntled. But what does Cleveland care? People are going to show up to the games. That is one city that just does not care about success at all. You can be successful in Cleveland, but unless you're LeBron James, it doesn't mean anything. I mean, look at Kyrie Irving. I'm speaking NBA, so Tampa doesn't care. But I'm just saying, like, Cleveland is not that good of a town, man. It's not that good of a town, and it's bizarre that, like, Deshaun Watson would even be okay with the trade there, but the Texans also seem to be getting very close to being sued. So we'll see what goes on with those cover-ups. But, man, Deshaun Watson's a creepy guy, man. I can't even imagine. I don't even want to get a back massage, but I can't imagine, like, forcing myself. Like, you're a sociopath, bro. I don't care how good you are at football. You're not a human being I want to be around. But on the flip side, there are some human beings that I want to be around. 2 out of 3. I'm just kidding. Corey Cardinal and Mike O are going to be live here with me for the Mike O radio show from 2 to 4 p.m. And Denise will be on as well from her nice place in St. Pete, wherever the hell she lives. And Denise's pieces are up at 3. And Just a Tip is around 3:50. It's going to be a good time. And I want to let you guys know, if you want to hear more of this, go to every single major platform that has a podcast. Spotify, TuneIn, Spreaker, Mixcloud, Apple Podcasts, Audeze, Amazon Music, and search up Hoppe Radio, Hoppe Radio. You can listen during your favorite talk shows, commercial breaks. It sounds just like what I did just now. Because a lot of times when you hear about podcasts, you think of like people that don't know what a proper microphone is. No. I'm big time when it comes to caring about my show and how it sounds. And it sounds like a radio show. Plus, there's one thing about me that you'll never hear. And that's me say that I'm better than most of the people at my job.
Hour.
Radio. You can listen during your favorite talk Shots shows, commercial fired! breaks. It sounds just like what I did just now. Because a lot of times when you hear about podcasts, you think of like people that don't know what a proper microphone is. No. I'm big time when it comes to caring about my show and how it sounds. And it sounds like a